Give me the secret formula or I'll destroy the Krusty Krab!
Ah, you and what army, Bug?
What army? What army? Look around you, crabs!
You planted grass?
Grass?
Hello everyone, this is Sorry and Target welcoming you to a quick little update video where something very exciting has come to Carnivores Dinosaur Hunter and Ice Age Mobile. The most revolutionary, the most innovative, and the single most important new feature to ever hit the dinosaur hunting scene.
Grass?
That's right, guys. Thanks to Andrew's passionate dedication to these games, the world of Carnivores is now more alive than ever, blanketed in an extremely lush coating of grass, which has, of course, gotten me super excited. It's just, so many updates, so many updates. Man, what a time to be a fan of Carnivores. So I want to very briefly give you guys a quick overview of the update and, of course, give my thoughts on it. Because this video is like, how many years late at this point? And don't worry, Paleo fans, Carnivores takes place on an alien planet, millions of light years, and literal years, from Earth and its real dinosaurs. So we can have dinosaurs and grass coexist here without ruffling anyone's feathers. Video game graphics have come a long way since 1998, and as the games in their genres have progressed and advanced around them, the Carnivores games are showing real signs of wear in the visuals department. I mean, that's just part of technological advancements. Revolutionary for the time, and still wonderfully nostalgic for many of us today. The graphics of the originals are clearly dated, and the disappointing blip that was Carnivores HD and Reborn did nothing but fuel our desires for a modernized, next-gen, quality Carnivores reboot that honored the originals with up-to-date graphics and gameplay. Unfortunately, we never got to see that dream become a reality. But now, thanks to Andrew with his slew of graphical updates to the Carnivores mobile ports, it appears that we are indeed slowly turning the mobile ports into the Carnivores HD we've wanted for so long. And this newest update has really upped the realism and immersion factor by adding a lush blanket of plant life covering the ground of the Dinosaur Planet. And I think it's a fantastic update. Who knew that adding something as simple as grass could add so much more life? Now animals can blend in and hide in the tall grass, eat in it, hunt in it, everything animals would do to take advantage of the foliage covering the ground. It's so simple, but so impactful, and guys, it's just so freaking good. Personal bias and nostalgia aside, the original maps look so bare and flat now by comparison. I mean, that's just the effect of improving graphics over the years. Now, for some maps, that barrenness is a good thing. Deserts and fern prairies and mossy hills don't need too much foliage jutting out of the ground. That would kind of kill the point of those maps. But now that we've seen just how lush the world of FMMUV32 can look, it's kinda hard to go back, at least for me personally. However, we have been introduced to the potential of more realistic foliage before through the amazing work of the fans. Long before the official Carnivores updates ever started receiving their desperately needed tender love and care, several fan-made maps included areas with lots of thick, dense plant life to sell the illusion of a lush jungle. From total conversion mods like Jurassic Park Hunter, Jurassic Park Hunter Legends, or even old school maps like Carnivores Modern Days, to random fan maps like Copperhead Bay or Due Summit, Carnivores fans have been creatively working around the game's old engine for years to bring us a more fleshed out and realistic environment. Now, that's not to say that the other maps are bad just because they don't have grass. Some of the greatest Carnivores maps ever made, official or fan created, do not feature this type of tall grass. But I've always found myself drawn to Carnivores maps that incorporate lots of foliage, plenty of cover to hide predator and prey. It makes the hunts that much more immersive, nerve-wracking, intense, and fun. And I just absolutely love how much life this new update has breathed into the world of FMMUV32. This update has also made its way over to Ice Age Mobile, but of course, because most of the Ice Age maps are covered in snow, the grass update isn't as prominent as it is in Dinosaur Hunter. Reveren's Bridge aside, the grass effect is most prominent in breaks in the snow, like around the water's edge or on open, dry terrain, like Ring of Infernus's eastern beach. I was actually very curious as to how this update would affect Ice Age Mobile. Would the grass be just as noticeable as in Dinosaur Hunter, just coated white to resemble frost-covered foliage? Or would the top layer of snow still remain present? Personally, I think this was the right way to handle it, with the heavy snow layers still covering the ground, enhanced by patches of grass poking out of breaks in the snow. Ice Age's new snow and grass relationship, as well as Dinosaur Hunter's dirt and grass relationship, has got me thinking about a feature that I really want to see added to these mobile ports now: animal footprints. Sure, there are already a plethora of ways to track down animals in the games, from calls to radar to blood trails, but allowing the animals to leave footprints in the dirt or snow would be such an immersive and fresh way to hunt them. I almost never use the radar when hunting, and I personally think it should be nerfed in the games because it's so freaking easy. But allowing us to track the animals through their impact on the environment just feels so much more natural and authentic than just running toward the nearest dot on the map. I mean, if you're not using radar, once you start a hunt, you really have to rely completely on the calls to even find your first dinosaur and get your bearings. But having footprints would allow you to scan the ground, find a dinosaur's tracks, and then pursue it until you actually catch up to it and can begin hunting proper. I mean, Carnivores HD had a footprint tracking system, and come on, we can't let Carnivores HD one-up these revitalized classics, right? Of course, tons of lush
Grass!
looks great, but all those swaying plants can put a real strain on your device trying to render everything in the game at once. I mean, every single plant in Jurassic Park Hunter Legends is animated, and I can barely run that mod above like 10 FPS, unless I'm staring out at the ocean or something. Luckily, the Dinosaur Hunter options menu now has a level setter for the grass, so you can choose to run the grass at low settings, medium settings, high settings, or just turn the grass off, if you want to go old school. This is a great optimization feature for people who might not have the strongest phone or tablet out there, so if the grass is killing your frame rate, or if you're just feeling nostalgic, you can turn the grass settings down to your liking. Apparently, some people actually like the medium grass setting the best, as it balances a decent frame rate and makes the environment look less cluttered. Personally, I feel medium's a tad barren for my taste. I just really love the wild and unkept look of the high grass setting, and my phone can run it without skipping a beat, so that's where I keep my version. Now, reception to this update has been overwhelmingly positive from what I've seen. But the most common critique that I see is that the grass is too unkempt, too everywhere, and personally, I'm just finding it pretty hard to justify that as a legitimate concern. I mean, it's grass. The Zubat of plants, on an alien planet. Of course it's going to be wild and crazy and everywhere. I don't really think the Dino Hunt lawn care service is out mowing Mania Jungle every week so that it looks nice and clean. Oh, hey there, Jerry. My mower's out of gas. Can you run to the truck and get me some? Oh yeah, sure thing, Phil. Tom's over there getting eaten by a velociraptor right now, but I'll get that gas for your mower as soon as he's done. I mean, it's a wild, savage world, shaped by the forces of nature. When I think of a dinosaur-infested jungle, I think of lots of lush plant life, ferns and grasses, and trees that make it hard to see the dinosaurs, that elevate that sense of fear. And I think it's great that the grass is a bit of a mess. I mean, to me personally, if it were clean cut and nicely spaced, then it wouldn't feel very natural. It'd feel artificial and be less challenging. I don't know, maybe I'm just misinterpreting what people are saying, but I'm personally very glad it's as wild as I would expect alien planet plant life to look. I suppose if I personally have any gripes about the grass update, it's nothing aimed at the grass itself, but just byproducts of how advanced and up-to-date it's making carnivores look at the cost of other elements. The fact that we can't crouch and hide in the tall grass saddens me to no end. Because it's a mobile game, your controls are severely handicapped, so you can't actually crouch down in the grass and get the full, immersive, prehistoric hunting experience. Now, you can experience this on certain fan-made maps, and the immersion factor skyrockets when you're able to stalk your prey through a claustrophobic field of tall plants. Carnivores HD, I think, perfected this mechanic, where crouching in the grass actually hides you from wary herbivores glancing up from their meal to scan the horizon for predators. But this new grass feature just makes me want the Steam port even more, so we can port over and play the amazing mods with these fantastic new graphics, utilizing the freedom of PC controls to hunt and experience the games to their fullest potential. Alright, so there you go guys, just a quick little update video showing off the fantastic new update that introduces a rich layer of
Grass!
to enhance the carnivores hunting experience. I know it might seem a bit overkill to make an entire video about adding grass to a game, but I'm still just not used to these games getting any attention or support at all, so I'm sorry if I end up just going on and on about what doesn't seem like a big deal, but I can't help it. I'm excited, and I hope you guys are excited too. Andrew has done an incredible job at bringing the classic world of FMMUV32 to life through stunning graphical overhauls, and honestly, if we are slowly turning the mobile ports into what Carnivores HD was supposed to be, then I am 100% on board with that. The reboots started from scratch. Brand new assets had to be created from the ground up, and because of that, along with third-party developers, not everything matched up with honoring the legacy of what Carnivores is, with classic names slapped onto generic maps and generic dinosaurs solely for unearned fan service. But here, the foundation is already laid. We have the maps and dinosaurs, and now we're improving them. In fact, the Carnivores Facebook page just released a little GIF revealing how the Ice Age animals are going to be receiving new fur textures to look more realistic, which just excites me to no end. If official Carnivores updates continue down this path, then I cannot wait to see what the future holds. Also guys, thank you so much for being so patient with how long it's been between videos. Long story short, I'm still trying to transition into a new career, but until I'm comfortable with my new job, I have to keep working the old one because, you know, money. So I wake up every day at 7, work 8 to 5, get home and eat, and then turn right around and get back to work on my second job from 7 to 1 in the morning. Then go to bed and repeat the process all over again. And that just doesn't leave me with much time for videos, I'm afraid. But I am not giving up. There is still plenty of Carnivores content to cover for you guys because you guys are awesome. So as long as you guys keep watching this stuff, I'll keep making it. Anyways, thanks again for watching, guys. Thank you for being so patient and for being so awesome and speaking up and helping make Carnivores the best game it can be. And of course, thanks to Andrew for listening and working to bring our dreams to life. As a community, we are working hard to ensure Carnivores is at its fullest potential, and that's just so cool to think about. How many other franchises have been this directly impacted by fans? You guys are amazing. You guys are truly the best. And I will see you guys next time.
Grass!